warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Vikings nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Got a man, that's Richie James. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Open man is Henderson, that's complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Darrell Henderson, 82 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase on. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. field goal unit, and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the scout troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darrell Henderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Washington 17. Vikings 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. James Robinson, 75 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense. And
for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down, Washington.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Washington first down.
Here's Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, they'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes this Washington 32. Vikings 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 19. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. And
now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Murray now. Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Pearson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Tannehill. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The 22-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
5-yard line.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darrell Henderson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next is Washington, 42. Vikings, 28. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They imposed their will on that last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Murray's going to look to throw this thing toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Covered by Xavier McKinney.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching